Hi, welcome. I've had a little trouble getting on the air tonight. I think that's because of all the impending threatening weather in our area. I hope everything goes well. If not, I'll simply have to do another show tomorrow night, but let's try this right now. I think we're on the air. I think we're up and running. We normally have this issue when there's threatening or impending threatening weather in the area. So anyway, we're going to give it a try. Welcome. It's Wednesday. This is Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel, live and direct from the Frank Beck Chevrolet Studio Annex. I'm Rick Arsenal. As always, if you haven't done so yet, please get down there in the corner. Do me a huge favor, smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. Throughout the course of the day, especially this afternoon, several of the maybe half a dozen to seven of the Lions games got leaked out. I don't have time enough now. We're going to make it a shorter show tonight anyway because of the issues I've been having here. I hope you can hear me. Like I said, if not, we're simply going to do another show tomorrow night. We don't have time to go over everything that's come out today. I'm simply going to tell you, well, we'll get into that in a little bit. We're going to do baseball first. And a couple other things after that. But a thrilling end of the game last night. I guess the real losers are the ones who didn't stay to the end. It looked as if after the after Bo Brisky had given up a 2-run homer in the top of the 11th inning, it pretty much looked like the game right there. If you don't know by now what happened, Javier Baez came up in bottom of the 11th inning. For the second time in the game, hit a walk-off, a 3-run homer. The Tigers won the game 10-9. I guess what got overshadowed in the win was the fact that the Tiger pitchers gave up 9 runs and 14 hits. Bo Brisky, to me, hadn't been the same pitcher since he gave up that crushing home run to David Fry in Game 4 of the ALCS last October. Of course, the Tigers went on to lose that series to the Guardians, but I don't know. Maybe he's got time to get his act squared away yet. But if you haven't heard, or earlier this afternoon, the Tigers have called up, and he's in the lineup tonight, by the way. They've called up Akil Baddoo from Toledo and sent Jace Jung back down. Well, he was playing a very good third base with the glove. He was struggling with the bat, although he did have a hit last night just ahead of the dramatic home run by Baez. I think it's probably the best thing for him right now, too. Who's the odd man out when Verley comes back? Say maybe next week? Do they send Baddoo back down again right away? Or maybe Justin Henry Malloy? You know, these are all pretty tough decisions to have to make, and I wouldn't want to be the one to have to make them. Tiger starting lineup is in for the night. It's Hunter Dobbins for the Red Sox going against the Tigers ace, reigning Cy Young Award winner, Tarik Skubal. Game time is set for 6:40, barring any weather delays. I have a hunch they could get delayed by a storm or two throughout the evening. Weather's kind of, I can usually tell when I'm on the computer, things aren't going quite right with the atmosphere anyway. So, like I said, I hope everything goes well for us tonight. I hope you can hear me. Hope we can do the whole 15 or 16 minutes or whatever we're going to do. Tiger lineup tonight. Kerry Carpenter will lead off, and he is DHing tonight. Gleyber Torres is batting second at second base. Colt Keith is hitting third at first base. In the cleanup spot at left field, Riley Green. Dylan Dingler will catch and hit fifth. Zach McKinstry will bat sixth and play third base. The unsung hero of last night's game, shortstop Trey Sweetie, will bat seventh. The MVP, Mr. MVP, Javier Baez, will bat eighth and play center field. And the batting ninth, just called up, Akil Baddoo, will play right field. And his numbers at Toledo, well, by the way, weren't that bad. Just 100 at bats. He was batting 245, but he didn't have 7 home runs, 15 RBI, 6 stolen bases, and his OPS was 817 down there. I think maybe he deserved the call up, you know. And if so, you know, good for him. Let's hope he can take advantage of this. Like I said, he does have 6 stolen bases, but yeah, it was a good move for Jace Jung, who wasn't hitting, was struggling with a bat up here. He'll be back. Rest assured, he will be back. Um, Tigers with the best record, tied for the best record in the major leagues right now. What are they? They're 28-15, going for the 29th win tonight behind Tarek Skubal. So see what happens there as they attempt to sweep the Red Sox, but they have already assured themselves of winning yet another series at home. That means they've only lost one series at home all year before they head out on the road for a 6-game road trip, 3 in Toronto and 3 more in St. Louis. So before we get to a few other things here, let's do this for a great sponsor, or one of them anyway. That would be Frank Begg Chevrolet. 0% financing is back. 0% financing is back at Frank Begg Chevrolet. Through the end of May, through the end of this month, you get the 0% for 48 months on 5.3 liter or Turbo Max Chevrolet Silverados, plus an additional $3,500 in total cash allowance. The all-new Equinox is available at 2.9% financing with no payments for the with no payments for the first 90 days, or 1.9% financing on 2025 Blazers. You can't beat these deals. There's a chance in a lifetime. You got to get in there and take advantage of this. Check out the great selection of pre-owned vehicles, all priced to move right now, in fact. And if you're planning on driving on vacation this summer, let the pros in the service department double check your vehicle and make sure you're ready to go. You're good to go for the road trip. That's very important. That's a good idea. I think before you're headed out on a summer road trip, get in there and let them check your car out, make sure you're good to go, so there aren't any problems when you're on the road. Frank Begg Chevrolet and M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville, and on the web at frankbeckchevy.com. Let them get in there and let them help you experience the Frank Begg difference. Good idea. Good advice. Get in there. If you're planning a road trip this summer, I think the first thing you should do is get in there and let them check the car out, make sure you're good to go. Chevrolet together, let's drive. Chevy Drive, Southern Michigan. And indeed, Frank Begg Chevrolet is the #1 Chevrolet dealer in our tri-state area. Our show is also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance, BarrettINS.com, protecting your dreams on the corner of M99 and US 12 in Jonesville, 517-849-1000. Barrett Insurance, BarrettINS.com, on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville, 517-849-1000. BarrettINS.com, Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Get you caught up on what's going on in the NBA and NHL playoffs. Last night, the Cleveland Cavaliers, in just the second round, were eliminated. They're out. Their season is done. They're toast. They're finished. They're cooked, however you want to put it. In 5 games, the Pacers took care of them as they beat them last night in Cleveland, 114-105. The Pacers have won that series 4-1. So when are they having the press conference to announce that they're firing their coach, Kenny Atkinson, who was just named the NBA Coach of the Year a couple of weeks ago? The dude couldn't get out of the second round of the playoffs. This is apparently the same reason they fired J.B. Bickerstaff last year at this time. What are you going to do? Fire this guy now? Okay, all right. So they won that series. The Nuggets and the Thunder, looking over the West, Thunder did beat the Nuggets last night, 112-105. So now they have a 3-2 lead in that series. Tonight, in a big game, the Knicks looking to close out the Celtics in Boston. They have a 3-1 series lead right now. Looking to close out the Celtics tonight. I'm kind of rooting for the Celtics. I wouldn't particularly like to see the Knicks, although they have played well. Celtics are in a bind right now. They got to win the next 3. Probably ain't going to happen. Warriors do have a 3-1 lead on the Timberwolves. They are also playing tonight in Minnesota. Check that. No, correction. Wipe that out. I was reading the wrong line. It's the T-Wolves that have the 3-1 lead over the Warriors. I'm sorry for that mistake. Once again, in Minnesota looking to close out a Golden State tonight. in Minneapolis as they take a 3-1 series lead into that series. I'm sorry for that misread there. Meanwhile, over in the NHL last night, Dallas did beat Winnipeg 3-1. Now they have a 3-1 series lead in that series. Tonight, the Panthers are in Toronto to take out the Maple Leafs. That's a competitive series. They're tied 2 games apiece. Man, that series probably going to go 7 games. Also tonight, Edmonton is in Las Vegas looking to close out the Golden Knights. The Oilers have a 3-1 series lead in that one. And then tomorrow night in Washington, D.C., the Carolina Hurricane will take on the Capitals. Carolina has a 3-1 lead in that series, so they're looking to close out the Capitals tomorrow night. Got you caught up with what's going on there. A couple of words about the NBA lottery. Is it a farce? Is the NBA lottery a big farce? The Dallas Mavericks had a 1.8% chance of getting the number 1 pick, but they got it. Is this the NBA's way of paying them back for trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers? I'm serious. Yeah, NBA, I'm sorry. I understand how many people, if this whole thing was rigged, I understand how many people would have to keep their mouths shut to prevent anything scandalous from coming out. But I'm sorry. This is just, and then the Spurs have the 2nd pick again, with the Sixers having the 3rd pick. I don't know. To me, I'm very skeptical about this whole process in the NBA and the way some of these games are. They don't. Well, anyway, if you're an NBA fan, I can understand that, but I'm sorry. I'm pretty much done with the NBA. Yeah, I'm still a Piston fan, but just too coincidental, in my opinion. I don't have a lot of time to get into it tonight either, but the Kentucky Derby winning jockey who rode Sovereignty to victory in the Kentucky Derby, I don't have a lot of time to spend on. Apparently, he's been suspended and fined for excessive use of his whip. Excessive use of his whip. What is this, something that the SPCA brought up now? He's whipping the horse too much? If that's the case, why wasn't the horse disqualified? I don't understand this either. We'll talk more about this on Friday. This has kind of gone under the radar. You probably haven't heard much about it. The jockey who rode the Kentucky Derby winner has been fined and suspended. Before we get into the Lions here and their schedule, just a couple of things about that. Tim Lilly, Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. As you know, without his help, we wouldn't be doing this right now. The only place to go in our area for technical assistance, Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale at 37 Walton Street, directly across the street from Fat Jack's Automotive. The only place in our area to go for technical assistance, sales service, whatever it is, computers, new or used, flat screen TV mounting, programming, maybe you're changing internet providers, you need that installed, printers, new or used, anything at all. Please, folks, get in there and see them, because this is the only place around here you can go, or you should go, for technical assistance. Tim Lilly, Lendley, he and his quality staff can pretty much tackle any issue you have. 517-610-5372, or better yet, please get in there and see them, as I said, at 37 Walter Street, downtown Hillsdale, across the street from Fat Jack's Automotive. Get in there and see them, and when you do, please tell them Mickey and me sent you. Will you please? Thank you very much. I don't have time to get into the whole line. What has been leaked? Wait till 8 o'clock tonight when the schedule comes out at full. I can't tell you, they'll be opening the season on Sunday, December the 7th at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. It's a 4:25. It's America's game of the week. Game 2, their home opener will be against the Bears. I don't have a time on that yet. I don't know if that's in prime time or not. So far as I know right now, that looks like a 1 o'clock game. That could change when the full official schedule comes out tonight. Yahoo! Something I forgot to mention. I'll finish football first. The Lions are playing again the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. I don't like that. Seems like they're either playing the Packers or the Bears on Thanksgiving Day every year. What? Couldn't you find somebody else for them to play this year? I'm not going to get into everything. They do have at least a couple of Sunday night games that they will be playing. The Chiefs will be one of them. Like I said, I don't have time to go over the whole thing right now, but we'll look at it. We'll take a more in-depth look at the Lions schedule on Friday. You'll wait until 8 o'clock tonight. Schedule will come out. You'll be a time for every line, all 17 games. I can't tell you this: the Lions will not be playing overseas or abroad this year, and there will be very few 1 o'clock Sunday games this year. Most of what they're going to be doing will be in prime time. We'll find out at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll go over the whole schedule, week by week. We'll spend most of our time doing that on Friday night. I promise you that. Before we leave, too, Yahoo Sports put out their baseball power rankings for this week. The Tigers are the top-ranked team in the American League. They came in third. The only two teams ahead of them were the Dodgers and the Mets. And what Jim Bowden of The Athletic wrote about the Tigers this morning, to paraphrase what he said, what they're doing is totally legitimate. Tigers are the real deal. They are World Series contenders. I'm going to weigh all off on that. I want to see what transpires at the trade deadline on July 31st, which is also the same day that the Lions are opening the season, same night the Lions are opening the season in the Hall of Fame game. They do have the best record in baseball right now. Skubal going tonight. Let's see how effective he can be last night. Hopefully he can give them 7 or 8 good innings tonight. The bullpen needs a rest. If I have any concerns at all, it would be about the bullpen and Jack Flaherty, who will pitch Friday night in Toronto. It would behoove him to pitch. We'll talk more about this Friday night. It would behoove him to pitch a good game Friday night in Toronto against a kind of a struggling Blue Jay team. That's going to be it. So, Tigers playing tonight. Game time is 6:40 against the Red Sox as they go for the sweep behind Derek Skubal. 8 o'clock tonight. NFL schedule is out for all 17 games. We know when and where and what time the Lions will be playing all these games. Again, I said we'll go over this again on Friday night. So until Friday night, we'll see you. And don't forget, of course, Saturday morning here locally from 9 to 10, WCSR 92.1 FM. Pardon me, time out with Andy and Jen. So until Friday, please remember to treat each other with respect. Have a good rest of your evening. Thanks so much again for watching and listening. Good night, everybody, and go Tigers.